Everybody, welcome back. Alright. Let's go ahead and get back in here. So how much longer do we have on this plague on us? Can't tell. Alright, well. There's 4 turns left. I mean, this is permanent, though. So I think we just go ahead and sack this. Yeah, it has, like, no garrison, but it has several buildings. So...
Have you looked into miners who are going to school now?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Okay, we should look.
Take that. So where that knock him down to? Tier 2. Okay. Give him a little time to replenish that. And I guess we just go with this Plague Lord. And what is... I mean, the -5 public order, it might matter with Plague and just all of this corruption we're spreading. It's going to take forever to run through there. I mean, these guys are probably coming for me, but I want to take this if it's in my property. It's got a gold thing and a port, right? Like, it's red, which sucks. Income from buildings. I mean, the 3 public order does matter, but it would still be a lot. Okay, so where's... Okay, so Mangrove Coast... I want assassins for sure right now. So I can keep eyes on things. And then after that, I guess just growth. For now. Like, it's... If we could get one of these up to a tier 3 or something, like, I would like Storm Vermin with halberds, but... I mean, the melee attack is so low on that, even, like, yeah, they get 17 versus large, I guess, but... That's about the same melee attack as these. I mean, they have longer range against large units, so there's that, but I'm not entirely sure that's worth. I don't think Packmaster was a super great fighter. He's okay. Yeah, we'll just do assassins in the slightly safer place. Oh, we already have growth over there, but there's a decent chance that's about to get sacked, so... Might just go with the rubbish pit. It does pay 80 per turn. I mean, it's two something, so if they sack it right now, it's not like the end of the world. It's not great, but it's not horrible either. Harsh quotas. Okay, want that. Then probably Arcane Conduit. I want the assassins on board first before I get this enemy chance. What do we need for dominating scheme? Oh, we have to have that Rite, yeah. I feel like it used to be more than +2. But... Okay. I would love to have the growth everywhere, but we do need assassins. We can get rid of this building after the assassins if we want to. Just sell it and make our money back. Alright. Kind of... Oh, we need to choose what to do here. Let's even try it. just to get a little experience. Because I don't want to antagonize them to fight me if they're like not 100% gonna do it. Okay, it doesn't look like they're fully committed to it yet. Now, Itza just did Rite of Primeval Glory, I'm pretty sure. So if they come at us with like a double stack of huge monsters, we're going to be in trouble. We are definitely antagonizing them some more, but they are already at war with us and we need money, so... Oh, it's only one turn for that? Wow, okay, that's nice. I like that. So they did repair this. I mean, we could just... I hate sitting around multi-sacking the same place, but I can't do much more against Itza right now, I don't think. They're just too strong. Unless... No, they're just too strong. We just do not have enough income because all of these other strong players are messing with us. Really do not want to fight these guys, especially if they're not plagued yet. I mean, I guess we might as well, though. Probably not get much out of it. I mean, we get some experience, but... Yeah, so we get virtually no gold. We do get a little experience, though. Which, again, not typically a fan of that style of play, but I just... It's so hard to find another viable thing here. Until I know more about where they are. I'm halfway tempted just to get this for the public order. How... They're fixing their public order, though. I just sacked them. How do they only have -3 per turn? We're never going to get them to 100 to, like, where they're going to care about public order. I guess one... No, they have 2 plagued properties, which I guess doesn't affect public order. You would think it would. They have 2 plagued properties. Faction -4. I don't know what that is. They only get -1 for devastation. -2 for corruption. I guess it's only 2%. Okay. How many? Okay. Oh, there's a bridge there. Okay, so maybe... We need to spread this plague somewhere. It's gonna be so expensive. I cannot afford another army. Alright, we might, I mean... Maybe we do just have to fight the High Elves. I really don't want to fight a two-pronged war. But I just cannot complete my province unless I fight him. Oh, I forgot to get rid of that last turn. Now let's get rid of that, and then... Oh no, I did it this turn. Okay, so I didn't lose time. I guess we'll do looter. I mean, I guess we just gotta chill for now. We're getting a lot. Once we get to tier 4, that'll definitely help. we're just too poor right now. We want mobility or triangulation. I mean, mobility is pretty nice. That ensures if we try to like ambush or something that we can run away if we need to, but I guess we'll at least get triangulation. Okay, then we're just waiting on the assassins. Okay. Okay, so they wrapped around and attacked the other way. Like some clowns. Okay. So if we win this round, that's not too scary. I don't know where their Rite of Primeval Glory is, but I think we can probably beat this. Hopefully. Silver Shield. Okay, so missile stuff, not so great into him. How do they have all these ranks? They just spawn with like 5 ranks now? Is this beasts? What are these? Okay, they don't have spells. I mean, I do have 5 Menace from Below I could cast. Alright, I guess we'll just fight it. We're gonna die, but I'm just gonna see if I can at least injure maybe some of the skinks with the Menace from Below. So they ran all the way around. Looks like I still had some Skaven slaves. I probably should have recruited. I guess next turn I can recruit and get rid of some slaves and just do all Plague Monks. Alright, so we're not going to take too much time on this because we are going to get slaughtered. I'm just going to see if I can at least just use a couple of these and ding them up a little bit more. Really? They're sending just their ranged units? That's pretty troll. Oh, and I forgot to get these stupid things that spawn. Yeah, well, that's really annoying. With the Rite of Primeval Glory, I forgot they have that for so many turns. Which is pretty obnoxious. Okay, we might be able to mess with some birds then. Okay, now they're coming in. Let that idiot squeeze through, please. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to get much value out of this. I was hoping maybe damage the skinks. We are damaging the birds quite a bit. So that is something. Alright, this might be the end of the line here. Let's get one more volley off on these birds if we can. It's not going to happen. Yeah. Well, we did some damage to the birds. This reminds me of like Western Roman Empire and Attila, man. Just like running around, just trying to do as much just random stuff as we can. Try to just weaken that army. What? Not a single bird died. Are y'all kidding me? I guess we hurt this. We got better results out of that, marginally, than we would have if we auto-resolved. Well, that's annoying. Like I said, I feel bad like sacking down here and just like raiding and stuff like that. But it's like, dude, I'm like against two of the most powerful early game like troll armies. Just about. With Gorok and the Dark Elf died, but like now we've got Teclis and the High Elves here, which are a little bit better in the early game, but now we're in the mid game, and they're gonna start getting a lot stronger. I kind of feel like playing a Dark Elf campaign, but... Okay, well they're occupying this diseased city, so hopefully they pick up the disease. Non-aggression, huh? Yeah, sure. Whatever. It's fine. Maybe I can get a trade agreement with him eventually. Oh, and they went over here too. So this army is diseased. Am I still diseased is the question, though. I don't know how long it lasts on me. Or on them. I think it's 8 turns on cities. No way. Dude, they literally timed it the turn that my disease timed out. Okay, so this is the Rite of Primeval Glory. How much longer are they diseased? I do have a few Skaven slingers, which is not ideal. Okay, so I don't have the bonus, but they have the -9 leadership, and they're both really injured. It's probably all monsters, but they all cause terror. And that guy, I mean, maybe I can pull in the ogres. They did dash, but that doesn't matter. So they're gonna take 3,000 more damage, is that right? Oh, remaining 3153. Okay, so they're taking 800 damage. But the disease could also just wear off after this turn. What is block army? Okay. Don't care about that as much. Can we get into Assault units would be awesome. Is that in range, though? I can't tell. It might be. I don't see any red. Yes, okay. Specialist. There's gonna be spamming stuff. Okay. So we get to see their whole army. Who took damage? It looks like they literally are all the same health. Oh my god, how do we beat that? Like, that's such a... I mean, it's turn 27. They're tier 5 units. I mean, we can put him in the army. It's just like, these are going to do nothing. Like, stone cold nothing against them, hardly. I mean, they do have -9 leadership. Delete those two and go for ogres. Now, do I have to go onto my property to get the ogres? I probably do, right? Yes. Okay. Okay, we do have a regiment of renown, which is not going to matter. They're not great against large. These are good against large. But they are also large, so they will get devoured by the Carnosaurs. I mean, if they come onto my property, we do have 5. But I'm just afraid that, like, this is going to time out. So much armor, though. So our army is just not ready to deal with stuff that's that huge. But I just don't know if we're going to get a better chance. Because if that times out and they heal up to full and they come at me with both armies, I just don't think that's a good outcome. I mean, that's better than anything else I have, I guess. I don't... I just don't think this is going to do enough. I mean, maybe it does more than I think. I mean, they have so much armor. I mean, they're so tall that maybe... Now, do we bring in this guy? Or do we bring in the last ogre? I guess we bring in that guy. Alright, I think we gotta fight it. Alright. We gotta try to get the Carnosaurs. They're the fastest ones. Let's do it. Not excited about this, but if we get the Carnosaurs or like their lord, if we can get our ogres on the lord and kill him, then that might be enough leadership to break everything else. They're in a town, so they can't run. If I kill this army and kill the other Itza army, I think we can maybe make a play on their capital, or at least like start taking some of their properties. Okay. Alright, so we want to be over here as much as possible. Make them walk as far as we can. Have anything that's particularly good against large. I mean, I guess the poison might help some. And just like just spamming rats, I guess. Would have been really nice if we were still plagued. And these, I just don't know. I mean, we will be able to fire maybe over the top of them just because they're so tall. We might get to fire into the air and it'll do some damage. Rat ogres are like, they at least have armor piercing, so we can maybe do some damage. Right there, that's what we want. I don't know if we're gonna be able to hit them, but okay, did a little bit. Oh, he's trying to run. Let's make it to where they can't just dodge all of it. Aim for different things. Shit, this stupid crap. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oof. That was spooky. Yeah, these things cost most of the damage. Hence why they're a tier 5 unit. Mazdamundi, that's what makes him one of the strongest lords in the game. He does have really powerful magic, but he gets 50% off of that Rite of Primeval Glory. So if you can just afford that early on, and then just like get that army basically right there that's not plagued, you can just run around and just like steamroll everything in the early game. Unless they nerfed it. But yeah, otherwise, you know, especially as a player with the nerfs to growth, it just takes you like a billion years to get up to the tier 5. I do hope they address that somewhat. I mean, it's cool to like work towards those in-game goals. I wish they would design a campaign that had like somehow really good pacing to be like maybe 125 turns or so, and then you win the game if you play well. I think they try to do that with Vortex. Instead of like paint the whole map, like you have to conquer everything. It's just so few players are going to do that, especially content creators, because it just drops off like a, you know, like a cliff. If you look at any campaign, not just mine, but anybody's, you know, the first couple of episodes, there's a lot of people that watch, and then a lot of the time people drop off after that. So, and I think it's because of the pacing, because in a lot of campaigns, majority of them, I would say, if you are able to, you know, make some good progress and get a few provinces, you know, within the first X number of turns, 20 turns or something, you're probably going to win. So in the first couple of episodes, and it's just snowballing from there. It's still, I think, interesting to watch, and they're, you know, they have done a better job of, you know, making more events that are kind of cool, but yeah, I think we have to do triangulation. I would love to get the mobility, but we have to at least get triangulation first, I think. And then we can't raid or anything, so I think we're just going to have to dash back on our property. Okay, hang on, Ray. Oh, we're diseased again. Nice. Okay, so we got diseased from fighting their diseased army. Okay, good. We're gonna need that. That is a cool mechanic, though. I do like that. Disease actually helps you out. I guess we just go growth. I don't think I want to go for tier 3 because we just can't afford, again, most of these buildings or armies. Like, we just don't have any money because we can't even control our own province because we're constantly getting just messed with. This is definitely, like I said, it's not like on the, what's his name, the Goblin, Skarsnik. It's not on that level, but it's pretty high up there in terms of difficulty early on, primarily because of your opponents that you're having to mess with. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and pop this. That's like one of the weakest clan stones. Some of the other ones have like huge armor piercing like bonuses and stuff like that. This one's like, oh, you get poison. It's like, okay, I mean, that's cool, But that's basically like the equivalent of 12 winds of magic, right? I mean, it does last for quite a while. But do I want to get this if I get a second ward? I just can't afford a second ward right now. It'd be nice if I could see other Skaven too, but I mean, it is 30 turns, but we want to do the Pestilence scheme again very soon. How many turns does this last? Oh, it lasts 13 turns. Okay. I think we will wait on it then, because we do want to do the Pestilence scheme on time. Okay. Now, did that knock his army out quite a bit? He still has a huge army. Alright, well, I mean, I'll take any money we can get right now. How close are we to getting to tier 4? Okay, not great. They're just really, like, positioning aggressively around my towns, but they aren't actually fighting them yet. Or they aren't even raiding me yet, so we'll see. I mean, the Dark Elves did that too, and then they ran away. So hopefully Luther will go to war with them or something up there. Distract him. Those savages. Okay. It's like the second... Like, you got orcs, like savage orcs spawning in this area too, constantly. It's just like, man. Just cannot catch a break. Okay, where did these clowns go? Are they just chilling there? Yeah. Okay. That's another army. That's not the same army. Okay, so where do those fools run to? Alright, well now we have these scouts, which should help out a ton. And these are like the proper scouts. Like, they can look pretty far ahead. Okay, hang on a second. Maybe... I mean, should I have gone for... Hold up. Rory, honey, hold on a second, please. Okay. Okay, good job. I mean, having vision of the region is actually quite nice, so maybe murder holes are better, but it does cost you 100 gold per turn. Then you only get 20 discoverability. We do have a little bit to spare, right? We have 30 to spare. But most places where we're going to put this up, we're not going to have the Warlock place. We are losing out on gold, too, by not having this stash in there, and we are really hard up for money. But I don't want to lose my disease spreader. Like, this is so important that this is constantly running and spreading it. Like, there's no way we win that last fight. Like, zero chance if those things were not, like, plagued up. So I just think that's not worth risking the 200 gold per turn. Because if they bring 2 heroes here, it's discovered, right? And then they burn it immediately, and I just lost 5,000 gold. Okay, well, I don't know where they went. What? Oh, these are Blessed Spawn? Okay, we're gonna have to come up there and take that back, I guess. And we still have the ogres. I mean, I think we can still beat them. Especially because we're plagued again. Yeah, I think we can beat them. Let's just go for it. Unless they reinforce with another army. How are we looking on time? 40 minutes? Okay. Five turns on the plague. Almost got quotas. really need to get to volatile plans too. Like that's where you start. They made this tier 4. I'm like 99% sure that used to be a tier 3 tech. That felt like you could rush it pretty quickly. We could dash all the way over there if we wanted to, but I think we can hit this next turn anyways. Alright, let's combine just a couple of these here. Save a little bit of money. So we can hire these back. It's not a huge deal. Okay, now they're reinforcing. Now we do not have lightning strike yet. We do have ambush. Dude, I swear to God, if he goes aggro with me and like attacks my main town, and like, why is he not going after marks of the old ones? Why is he going after me? I don't know either, Rory. Okay, 20 charge bonus is probably bad for us. Okay. None of these guys have plague yet. Wait, why does he not have plague yet? I thought I was just plagued last turn. They don't have anything that cleanses plague. Wait, what? Everything just got cleaned? This had plague last turn. I had plague. This town had plague. All of these towns had plague. How did they all get cleansed on the... Is that a bug? How do they all get cleansed on the exact same turn? And how do I still have 108 growth? Food tech buildings. 30... 54... Hold on a second. $67. 108 or something. What do you want? You want small Poe? Okay, you gonna trade me big Poe? So I can charge it?
Yeah.
Well, that's bad. Alright. Did they hire anything?
It unplugged.
Okay, they hired like one.
It unplugged by itself. Oh, wait.
Okay, can you bring me the block? Is there a little block over there?
Right here.
Oh. Okay, just watch out for the cord. Okay, thank you. Alright, here you go. Wait. Oops, hang on. Okay, here you go. I cannot beat both of these. I cannot beat two armies. I don't think so. Not without plague. This many boar with the convenient 20 charge bonus for all factions. Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to go onto our property and just try to hire. I think we need more melee. 3 of these is a bit much. Why is this so low? Alright, we're just gonna have to... I mean, we do have some plague going around. Alright, we're just gonna have to do this. These are skink chiefs. Okay, we'll try it. $500. God, it's so expensive, but I do need to level these guys up. And I do need to know if they're coming for me. I guess we just run back over here, because we're going to need to just, like, assault units on both of those armies. Often, especially once they get the plague. Like, when a new plague spawns, does it restart all of the other ones or something? That's all I can think about, but that seems like a bug. Okay, well this is plagued again. Was that they're raiding us now? In camp. So there's like getting some skinks, and then they brought in this dude. I don't think it was that guy last time. Come on, where are you? Where's this guy trying to spam on me? Okay, I'm just gonna have to sit in this town until I get the plague again, I guess. Then we're gonna have to try to kill these things, I suppose. I'm just like forced into such a defensive position with all this insanity going on. Again, I'm not thrilled about, but that's the thing. This is like, it's cool, but it's kind of gimmicky too. It's like I have to have like plague. Like everything needs to be plagued in the early game for me to have any prayer of keeping up with these guys. What are you trying to do, Rite? Okay, hang on a second. I think we just go with warp tokens. About to get a plague furnace soon, which will help. So I'm assuming this clown is wanting to come after my town over here. So it's spread to there. None of these guys have it yet.
I keep dropping them.
Okay, what? We're at 52 minutes. Okay, give me one second. I'm just helping her with this real quick. Okay, great. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get out.
Let me see.
Too much, and I keep dropping some of it.
Here, watch. Move your hand. Move your hand. Right, tied up in the cord. Watch out. Okay, here, let me see Poe. Let me see Poe. Where are you trying to take this?
I'm trying to get
30 seconds. I'm just helping her move something to her room. Okay, come on. Sorry about that. Hashtag dad life. Hashtag can't afford an editor. Hashtag let's get back in there. Okay. This fool right here. Now this guy is not... He hasn't attacked me yet. And it says he's neutral with me, I think. No, he doesn't like me. These guys are probably running towards Mangrove Coast. Almost certainly. They've got a few big units, which are not great for us. If these guys sack my main town, I mean, it's basically GG. So I cannot let that happen. I think we can beat him. All these boar are going to be really annoying to deal with, but I really wish we were at least plagued. But it is what it is. Alright. Get a little bit of damage. Now they're getting probably a little bit of a buff here, right? No, they just have ambush defense. Oh, we did get an ambush on them anyways, though. I totally forgot about ambushes, that we have ambush on attack. This is why you have it as Skaven, because all this nonsense. Okay. I think 5 of these are fine, because we have 5 more off of this guy. So, I mean, we could just auto-resolve it. Decisive victory, but I think it'll be tougher than that. We'll have an honest fight here. We're going to go a little over time. I probably should just save this fight for next time, but whatever. We'll stick with it. I'm surprised the replenishment is not higher. It feels like it should be at least 10%. Especially when you're plagued. Like that, to me, that's what like plague type of stuff is if you're good at plagues. Like, it should affect replenishment. It should be negative enemy replenishment and attrition, and you should get, you know, you should get more replenishment. Like, that's what should happen, I believe. Okay, so the boar are in the back. So we could start firing on them from, like, this corner, I think. That'll make the rest of them, like, want to come this way. And we should be able to get the rest of the Savage Orcs, I think. Should be able to charge these into the boar and do pretty well. Now the question is, do we aim for the boar then, where we're going to get less, or do we still just aim for, I think we still just aim for the infantry, because you just get more value out of that. What is this? Oh, pestilence. Even though the boar are the most annoying, I think you just get the most value off of firing into these guys. It's because they're going to be grouped up. And, like, your stuff doesn't do a ton of damage, it just splashes a lot. So it's like you want high entity count units. Okay, well, if they're going to group up like that, and they're going to try to juke or something, then... Where'd these guys go? Or did they already... Is that all of them? I don't know. Occasionally they try so hard to juke on this map. I've seen this in some of my practice rounds that they just don't ever make a lot of forward progress. So it kind of glitches out a little bit. Which is unfortunate, but you know what? With all the trollery that's been going on in this campaign, I'm not too upset if we get a freebie here. Because we're going to have to fight, you know, all those new wizardmen stuff. It looks like they're trying to form lines here, so maybe they get it together. I've seen them get hard locked before, where they just, like, with the wizardmen, or they just keep running in circles and don't ever make forward progress. This is kind of an AI fail, but, you know, the rest of the stuff, they've been doing a pretty good job of being as annoying as possible. AI is definitely better than it used to be. But yeah, they're just... I think they just try too hard to juke. And they're just too obsessed with formations. Back when I did multiplayer quite a bit, people would talk about formations a lot. Oh, why don't you do this formation, that formation? It's like, the formations are okay, but they don't really matter that much. Like, in some situations. Like, obviously you want good positioning, but it doesn't have to be these nice, neat, uniform lines. Okay, well, if they're just gonna, like, not actually move on us... I just keep changing a little bit, because sometimes they run out of range. And I want to aim for the ones, obviously, that are, like, in the middle. Yeah, this map, I think, in particular, is just kind of glitched, because most other ones, they do a pretty good job. You know, the initial fight where they let us have that bridge was a little weird. But that was because they had reinforcements coming in, I think, from behind them, if I'm remembering that correctly. And they wanted to, like, wait on the reinforcements.
This is a reminder. Rory, time to go upstairs. This is a reminder. Rory, time to go upstairs.
Alright. My wife just programmed Alexa to tell our daughter to go upstairs and get ready for bed a while ago. Oh, did you hear Alexa, Roy?
What did she say?
She doesn't care. She still stays up.
What did she say?
She just said, time to go upstairs.
Yeah, I beat the Alexa. Beat the Alexa.
You beat Alexa, didn't you? You were already up here. Okay, we got one more, and I think that's it. Okay. It might also be they can't see us, potentially. I think they can see us. It did not see the, these guys, but it did see everyone else. Just thinking about these guys being light armored. And, like, the Hound, you know, talking to Arya about light armor, like, dancing around, prancing around stuff. Let's be like, this dude won because he had a big sword and armor. Man, that was such a good show. Ugh, I'm still mad they ruined it. I really hope the prequel does well. I wanted the Long Night prequel for Game of Thrones, but I need to be a little cautious here. Watching out for these boar. Yeah, we're gonna have to chase him down, so we want to try to get as many kills as we can here. Oh, he's way too far away to be relevant here. What are you doing, Rory? You just hanging out? Oh, she's watching. Alright, so yeah, we're out of time. Good. We kind of needed a freebie there, to be perfectly honest. I mean, we probably could have made it even if they fought us normally. We just would have taken more casualties. But it's nice to have something that's pretty clean here. So we're ready to fight the other, you know, nonsense that's coming at us. And those other lizardmen are still at war with us, the purple ones, far to the left, which, you know, they're not very close, but they could still just pop up with two, you know, 40 stacks on our western border if they wanted to. Getting that trade agreement eventually could be good. Oh, blanky ball. Okay. Alright. I think that's good. Hopefully we can clean them up after that. Okay. Yeah, I had been a fan of just getting the Mournfang Cavalry, but these normal ogres are like, alright, putting in some work too. I mean, those Mournfang Cavalry are still extremely good, but the Great Weapon ogres are nice too against large monsters, like aka lizardman stuff. Horses, things like that. And that's something that Skaven's pretty weak against. So as we saw, their halberds are not that great. They're okay. And their anti-large monster, I think the only thing they have is the Hell Pit Abomination, which is tier 5. So you're not getting that most of the time unless you're running Clan Molder. And I think they have some ways to kind of cheat some out earlier. You get like, I don't remember the exact details. You get like a batch that could contain like abominations and other stuff if you do certain things. I don't remember everything that it was. It's a pretty cool mechanic though. But yeah, normally you're not getting tier 5 stuff. At least not in my campaigns. You'd have to be like, you know, 100 turns in, 100 plus turns in. And usually I just move on to another one because that's what a lot of people want to see. So like I said, it just drops off so much after even 5 episodes.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Look at me.
And typically, I have people that are, donating pretty frequently to see certain campaigns, which is good. Don't want to keep people waiting too long. Okay, hang on a second. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much. Special thanks to Black Falcon, speaking of sponsors, for sponsoring this. If you'd like to sponsor a campaign yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Let me know what you have in mind. Right now, it's just $3 an episode, minimum 10 episodes. And I'll see you next time. Have a good day.